Why people like Malala Yousafzai, J.K. Rowling, and David Goggins have recovered from bad times fast, while others didn't? Well, today I'll present to you 6 steps for bouncing back after an awful experience. Whether it's lung cancer, a rollover accident, or a sleepless night and a headache, we all have those bad times, and to know how to get over them is agreeably one of the most important skills in life. So, open up a Word document, grab up a piece of paper, or just stay tuned and mark my words, whatever works for you. The important thing is making sure you get my points as an assassin gets them in a person's head, and watch a couple of times if necessary. I promise you that if you implement every single step I'm about to show, you will go over bad situations in no time. 1. See the bright side. As a young girl, Malala Yousafzai defied the Taliban in Pakistan and demanded that girls be allowed to receive an education. In 2012, she was shot in the head by a Taliban gunman, but survived. Here is a clip from The Ellen Show, in which she explains how she got over this bad experience.
I had this little bit of fear. What would happen to me? How would I feel if someone attacks me? But after that incident, when I was attacked, that fear just went away. And as I said in my speech at the United Nations, that my weakness, my fear, and my hopelessness died on that day. And I became stronger than before. And now I strongly believe that nothing can stop me.
Malala has been able to see an advantage in what had happened to her, so she doesn't see her experience as a totally bad one. If you've got a sleepless night, it may mean you'll have a happy moment when you go to sleep, at the end of the day. If you've got a headache, it may mean you will have a free day off work. And looking at the situation that way, your bad experience is actually not totally bad, so you have less of a reason to feel bad. The advantage may be the new things you have learned through the bad experience. It may also be the fact that you'll have some overcoming story to tell later on. And if you have a hard time figuring out the advantage, just remember, good times are here because of the bad times. If we didn't have bad times, we wouldn't actually know what good times mean. It's the variety of moments that gets us happy sometimes, not a similarity of all the moments that makes us happy. 2. Say, "I forgive," to whoever hurt you. Not always our bad situations are caused by someone, but a lot of times there are people to blame. The parents of J.K. Rowling didn't believe in her writing abilities, and wanted her to go to college. Although steering her in the wrong direction, J.K. Rowling didn't blame them. Here is a clip from Harvard commencement where she explains why.
My parents, both of whom came from impoverished backgrounds and neither of whom had been to college, took the view that my overactive imagination was an amusing personal quirk that would never pay a mortgage or secure a pension. I cannot criticize my parents for hoping that I would never experience poverty. They had been poor themselves, and I have since been poor. And I quite agree with them that it is not an ennobling experience.
What J.K. Rowling did actually was empathizing. She tried and guessed what had caused her parents to act that way, and by that, she actually could understand them and forgive. Imagine you're the hurter person. Imagine you've got all his or her history, education, and got his or her worldview. Wouldn't you behave the same way as the hurter? And beyond that, you never know all the history of the hurter. It may be that this person does as much as he or she can, according to their past experiences. You may claim,
"There are people who I can think of that way, but what about really bad people?"
Well, I would argue that you can't be 100% sure that someone was born with no good things. You don't know whether they have learned their bad traits, and furthermore, if they were really born bad, what's there to blame and hate? And what do you care if you forgive them and feel better? At the end, they don't get punished by you feeling bad, do they? 3. Gratitude. This step actually combines the 2 first steps. If you can find some good thing you gained from the bad experience, to the point in which you thank the person who hurt you, you receive two things in a time. First, you climb the first step in the staircase of overcoming a bad experience, and see the bright side of things. Second, you deepen your forgiveness. That's because you don't only understand the hurter, but also express more good feelings toward them. 4. Take responsibility. Here is a wise sentence J.K. Rowling said in relation to this step.
There is an expiry date on blaming your parents for steering you in the wrong direction.
There is a limit to the degree you can blame other people. Although the bad experience may be really more the other side's fault than yours, you still got responsibility. Imagine you have to prepare a charge about your role in the bad experience and write down the accusations. I don't mean you should blame yourself. Maybe you weren't wrong at all. But I do mean you should take responsibility and understand what are the things which are in your control. That is a critical step, as it's the stepping stone to closing up the experience. It tells you how to prevent similar experiences from happening in the future. 5. Cookie jar. Here is David Goggins' explanation of this concept.
Take 1 second, and that cookie jar has all these things in it, all the things you overcame. So you go in your mental you think about it. Okay. You went through this, you gotta remind yourself, hang on a second, I've overcome a hell of a lot more than this. And I have the strength to persevere, to move on.
Ironically, in this step you take power out of bad experiences you have had in the past. An interesting thing is that also the bad experience you have right now is actually one that you would take power from in the future. That's just to show your bad experience is literally not totally so. Experiences are much more complicated than bad and good, exactly like people in life are. Now it's time to thank the 5 sponsors of this video, which are, oh, I'm just kidding. I'm the only sponsor of my own video. But, if this video is being helpful to you and you enjoy it, hit the like button. It will help the algorithm of YouTube to spread this video and the channel. 6. Do something. Malala Yousafzai, J.K. Rowling, and David Goggins are all having something in common. They persevered and moved on after their bad experiences. That's the golden rule. After you're healed from your bad experience, keep on progressing in life. It would make you grow stronger, no matter how bad your past was. And just remember, bad days don't come for making you sad. Bad days come only to remind you that a lot of good ones are ahead. Now, please comment below if there are some other self-improvement topics, famous people, or feeling to get rid of that you want me to do a video on. Of course, I don't promise anything, but if I see a repetitive offer, I will seriously try and do it.